Inside the all-new 2023 BMW M4 CSL. BMW has finally created a car that can compete with the 911 GT3 and AMG C63S. The 2023 M4 CSL is an ultimate driving machine capable of speeds over 190 miles per hour on public roads, but only if you're willing to take risks your doctor wouldn't approve off-road. At 274 kilometers per hour, 170 miles per hour, in this vehicle, customers muster up their last bit's courage before reaching 5th gear, where it's safe the thing downshifts into 7th without hesitation or concern for old age, persuading me to slow down and then accelerates even harder past 300 kph 186 mph. Theoretically capped at 191 miles per hour. The BMW M4 CSL is the most hardcore version of this popular car, and it shows in both performance, besting some very expensive 911s, as well, at how lightweight can make a big difference. But what looked like a barely noticeable kink up ahead suddenly felt a very serious corner. Never lift? T-shirts rarely tell true stories, but rear-view mirrors do, and they showed us grin from ear to tighten seatbelt buckle while listening closely for that familiar growl under our feet when pushing hard on gas pedal or brake, pressing down even harder than necessary, because who doesn't love going fast? This new track gave way quickly into Michelin Cup 2R tires, which should only be legal here. The stripped of its backseat interior has transformed the car into something that looks more like an speakers than a vehicle. With 24 pounds worth sound deadener material removed from underneath, it's clear this carbon fiber roof topping is meant specifically for resonating chambers. There are also titanium exhaust tips, which contribute towards raising goosebumps when driving past other cars on roadways, sometimes at high speeds. Twin 275/35 ZR19 tires offer little assistance in handling bumps, along with very responsive shocks, dedicated solely toward absorbs rather than soften them, which could lead you into danger faster. The first 20 miles may be tough, but once customers got used to all these new features. But there's bad news too, as the car is now outpowering its predecessor by a wide margin. It all comes down to how you approach driving this BBC Sisu prototype. If your plan includes diving into corners at speed, then prepare for an abruptly tightened seatbelt and bracing yourself against G-forces that would make even F1 driver Lewis Hamilton take notice. The M4 CSL engine may be new, but what makes it truly special are those who have already experienced such intense power on their doorstep before. The striped and winged lightweight special is an instant blue-chip investment, but are they really? Although the CSL has closed the order books even before its first customer received a model, it's hard to say that this makes them any more rare or valuable than other M4s. In fact, there was only one example created in 1,000 limited edition models, which can be bought for about $140K, compared with just under 200 horsepower on tap from competitors, such as Audi's entry-level Golf GTI Performance Kit options list, at around $60,000 less. They had to pit for fuel after just over 200 miles. The mileage? An OPEC-friendly 12 miles per gallon. But what the hell, it finally stopped raining, and they were able to take in some twisty roads back on familiar German soil, without having any radar traps thrown at us by preset software modes. So far, time to forget about M1 programming altogether. With its tame settings, let's dial up Devel's own M2 composition instead. Preferred algorithm looked like this. Engine gearbox Sport Plus, chassis comfort compliance is control, DSCC MDM dynamic mode, steering and brakes sports. The CSL drivetrain embodies absolute seamlessness. Hard acceleration brutality beams you through time and space, accompanied by a howling soundtrack that only increases in intensity as consumers move forward toward their destination. An experience like no other. The initially explosive power from this car's engine quickly fades into simplicity once it has been mastered, thanks to its carbon ceramic brakes, which reduce stopping distance down even more than expected for such derived performance capabilities, allowing those who know what they're doing on the road saviag themselves away with ease while still having fun at high speeds around town or out where there are few distractions. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe.